Let's have a real conversation about NIL. Technically, we have NIL and we have revenue share, but what we don't have yet is clean separation, real infrastructure, fairness built into the system. So, hypothetically, if I had the freedom to design NIL policy the right way, this is what phase 2 would look like. A true 2-bucket system. Bucket 1 is NIL, marketplace rights. That stays exactly what it's supposed to be. Third-party brand deals, endorsements, content, fair market value, real business activity. Bucket 2 is the athlete revenue sharing. That's direct pay from schools under a cap, treated like compensation with labor style protection. This is how we finally end the era of NIL pretending to be payroll. Second, we need real infrastructure, not just we doing what we want to do. That means a national independent athlete compensation clearinghouse, not controlled by schools, not controlled by any collectives, and not controlled by conferences. This clearinghouse processes revenue share payments, manages escrow neutrally, registers contracts, runs audits, handles compliance, and provides an actual dispute process. And that, my friend, that's the missing piece right now. Everything today is fragmented and improvised. This creates consistency and trust. Okay, so thirdly, escrow has to be done the right way. Escrow should never be tied to stats, playing time, or opinions, not yards, not points, not wins, not what a coach thinks. Escrow should only be tied to objective status. Roster participation unless medically excused, academic eligibility, conduct standards, completion of required education, and fulfillment of agreed NIL deliverables when applicable. That protects schools from paying for nothing, and it protects athletes from subjective punishment. Fourth, contracts need to be standardized and understandable for these kids. Every athlete should receive a standard contract template, a 1-page plain English summary that explains payments, triggers, termination, and rights, a 72-hour review window for large deals, and free access to independent contract review. Fairness at scale, not hoping your agent knows what they're doing, because that's happening a lot. Fifth, mandatory NIL education. This part should be non-negotiable. Before an athlete signs any NIL or revenue sharing agreement, they must complete an education license, brand building, money, taxes, contracts, compliance, mental health, time management. Schools should provide this. Athletes must pass it, and the clearinghouse tracks completion. So think of this like a driver's license for NIL, right? No license, no NIL. 6, a athlete bill of rights has to be baked in. Injury protections, medical exemptions, no retaliation for reporting, coercion, data and privacy protections, guaranteed access to financial counseling, and dispute resolution that is not run by schools that are paying them. This, my friends, is how you stay athlete first. 7th, the transfer portal needs clarity, not punishment. When an athlete enters the portal, revenue share payments pause going forward. NIL contracts continue or end based off the athlete's term, but there's no clawbacks of money that is already earned, right? And the clearinghouse should issue a clean closeout statement. Freedom without structure, that's how you get rid of chaos. And finally, women's sports and non-revenue generating sports must be protected by design. That means minimum allocation requirements, scholarship and roster protections, and a public annual equity audit. Yeah, this is what I would change.